Sweet friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maylene Call from Mrs. Call's Campers. If you're new here, I am a first grade teacher. Today is my first, I guess, official day where I'm back working in my classroom for the 23-24 school year. Today is Monday, July 24th, and we come back to work officially next week for staff meetings and all of the things. Honestly, as far as classroom setup goes, I'm going to take you through what it's like to piece my room kind of back together. That's the first thing on my list today because I want my room to feel like my room again, and then I feel like I can focus on other things like prepping and back to school and getting my kids' binders ready and getting my gifts for them ready and all those other fun prep type things. This needs to be taken care of first. I do want to get into something a little bit fun though before we start moving around furniture. And that is, you guys know. Oh wait, I got a new chair. She's huge. I can sit crisscross in this chair. It doesn't have wheels, but I think an idea I had just now is I could put some kind of soft slider underneath it so I could just move it across the carpet really easily if I needed to. But anyways, I've had this teacher bag for so long. It is a diaper bag. I do have it linked, and I love a backpack versus some kind of tote because it's just easier to carry in general. But for me, I realized I wanted something that was more wide, kind of like tote style, but I didn't want it to be open because if it rained, you know, putting things like my vlog camera in here, it's taller and so it sticks out of the top, and then I can fit like binders and things in here like this. But then I also don't have a lunch box because I bring my lunch to work usually just all at once, and I'll just put it in my fridge. But putting it in my backpack or just shoving it in, I always have to put it in sideways, and I was like, you know what, why don't I try going back to a tote this year. I had a tote when I was student teaching. It was actually a diaper bag tote. Diaper bags are like the way to go. But anyways, I'll show you the bag that I bought this year. It's like $30. It's very cheap. It looks way bigger on camera. It is larger, but the thing is, it's made of this like athletic type material. The inside is also lined, so it's light. I brought some stuff to the classroom today so you can see what's in there. Fits a box of Cheez-Its horizontally if that is important to you. It does also have a shoulder strap. I'm gonna film like a whole reel kind of showing you guys. I'm nervous about switching and change, and it is very light, and most of the time I don't carry much in here. I just need something that comfortably fits the width of things like my vlog camera. So anyways, I got another bag. I also did get some plants. You want to see those? Let's just get the fun stuff out of the way. I missed you. I brought classic peace lily. These are really easy for classrooms. A lot of times people think they're difficult to take care of, but they just need a lot of water. They'll get droopy very quickly, but they just need a lot of water. This one is a mini monstera. You can see the fenestrations here, and this one will climb up. I have little plant hooks that I can use for that as well. These are really easy to take care of, and they grow super fast, and I thought it would be really fun, so I brought her. Anything else new? No, I don't think so. I really didn't spend any money this year on things. It's easier when you have the same classroom year to year because you don't have to like change things to fit a whole new room. So I got a new chair because I didn't even show you my other one. Let me show you. It's bad. Not the worst, but it's cracked in a couple of places. And so it would always snag my clothes, and it was driving me absolutely mad. So this was $20 from IKEA. I got it when I was in college. So I was like, you know what? I can spend $80 on a new comfy chair for myself. So I did. Also, if you are new here, I do have a lot of videos on my channel about teaching, classroom setup, prep, weekly vlogs where I take you in the classroom. But the one thing they all have in common is I talk a lot. So that is pretty much the setup. If you are new, I will explain my flexible seating super fast for you. So kids can work anywhere in the room that they want for the most part. The only place that I truly have off limits is our library and calm corner over here, which I'll show you later, but can't work in the calm corner because if a student needs it, it's not available. And they can't work in the library because I just don't want any kind of pencils or crayons in the library. If my students wanted to lay down on the carpet, which actually a lot of them love to do, I've got clipboards in this little trunk right here. They can go anywhere in the room they want to get some space. If they really want to work by themselves, I have these $10 Walmart tables. They can work by themselves. That's kind of a designated, like, I want my space right now. I have wobble seats right here. And then I have just some, like, these are dining kitchen chairs, and then some stools as just different options. And then this table is strictly normal chairs. Kids still like normal chairs, so I don't think you should ever get rid of them completely. So normal chairs all at this table. Then standing table. I always get a lot of people who ask me about the standing table because some people think it's cruel to make kids stand, but I never tell them they have to go to a standing table, and whenever they're there, it's only during the very short increments that they are working on something. So a lot of times they do choose to go to the standing table, but they're not standing for more than like 15 minutes at a time. I do all of my whole group instruction at the carpet. They're not sitting in this area. This is only when they are doing independent work. So they'll pick a spot, we'll do something and come back to the carpet. I send them off. They might pick a different spot, and that's kind of an overview of how that works. I always have the final say though, so it's a little explanation on the flexible seating there. The number one task that I did not want to do today was put the covers back on my Nugget. I washed it, but just putting, you know, it's like putting the sheets back on your bed. You just don't want to do it. I was hoping to get some printing done today. It's 2 p.m. I got here around, I think I got here around noon. So I've been here for 2 hours and done almost nothing. That's how it goes every year. I do want to try to hang. It's a little wire rack thing that I got from Target like 2 years ago. I bought these little command hooks that I'm hoping will do the job. If I put a bunch, they're the kind that kind of like holds it. While I open these, let me know. Are you new to the channel? Are you a new teacher? Is this your 5th classroom setup with me? So they're clips like this. That is kind of perfect. Okay. If this doesn't work, I'll be really sad. That's it. That's all. These are all the anchor charts we did as a class this year. And I do a lot of things, you know, similar year to year. If you watch my vlogs, you can see the tweaks, the changes. Do want to use, we have a new reading curriculum. It's HMH, Harton Mifflin, I don't know. I don't know when we're gonna get it. We don't even have the curriculum yet. And I've relied a lot on my own skills. I feel very confident in literacy. It's math that I want to kind of amp up, but I know some of these I want to save. Like this where I just added sticky notes. All of these ones I want to save. Maybe I'll separate those. Save, save, save. And the rest I know for sure I wanted to snap pictures of. Save. These are more of the ones that I actually wrote on. See, I wish I had like laminated them before I wrote on them, because we did shared writings and things. That would have been smart. So the way I do these is I'll glue the pictures on with my kids, or I'll put the pictures on ahead of time and then just remove a sticky note so they can see it. Like I'll reveal it, like, oh, what happened first, and reveal it. I should have laminated them and then wrote on them. Why did I not think of that? So I'll take pictures. See, this is from fall. You see, I could have just done this with Expo marker. This was a project, this isn't really classroom setup. This is a project I wanted to do before I went on my whole summer break, but I didn't do that. Now I'm doing that. I think I am going to cut out some of these little characters, because then the kids see not only an example, but also they get excited about making it. But I don't want to do this again, so I think I might try to cut those out at least. Not today though. The other thing I saved was any kind of, speaking of the little giraffe right here, any of the crafts that we did together, just so I can show them as an example. All of these, that way I could see my writing and everything. So I want to put these in our workroom somewhere and just organize them. They don't really need to be in my classroom. What else can I do with y'all? Hang my plants back up. It popped back to life. If you saw my reel, my day in a life reel a while back. She is happy. Both of them right here. Yeah, sure. I could stick a grow light in the soil and have it turn on when we're gone from school, especially when it's in bloom. It's so beautiful. I think my librarian is gonna be my best bet because she can climb and there's an outlet, so if I wanted to put a grow light there in the future, if I wanted to, I could. See how many plants we have in my room living peacefully. Pothos, succulent 5, snake plant 6, Hoya 7. We have a fairy tale cactus. They know not to touch it. I tell them not to touch it, but she's beautiful. That's 8. Dragon-tail monstera that I've put through so much. 9. This one that I lived in here over the summer, she's hanging on a little bit. 10. Brazilian pothos. 11. And now this one, 12. I want to get one of those spider plants and have babies. Or this is the reality of classroom setup, is walking in circles. Most of the big stuff is done. It's a lot of printing and prepping because I made sure before I left I did all of the really hard work and I already filmed that for you guys. And I don't want to stay here while a million things print. I think that's going to be a tomorrow thing. Organize my food and then we might leave. Okay, it's the next morning. We are back. I want to get focused on moving things out of my room that don't need to be in my room, and I want to organize all of my little things. Craftivity situation things that we have going on. This is from Rocker School. This is from Space Day. This is from first day of school. Loved that activity. Cannot wait to do it again. But I saved...
Okay. Also, I can notify. Would you like me to do that?
No. I saved everything this year because I didn't want to regret it next year. Oh, our little space badges. I just don't have a good way of storing them. To have a little binder, kind of like my monthly directed drawing binder. It doesn't have a cover. I can make a cover. But it just has directed drawings saved by month. But things like this don't fit. I'd have to fold them, which it wouldn't be awful to break, what's his name, Gerard? It wouldn't be awful to just break his neck, but I don't want to. I could just fold it. So these are all of the crafts that I saved. I think there were some writing craftivities that I didn't save throughout the year, but this is all of them. So if I needed a binder, it'd probably be a 1-inch minimum. I need to do the things that I don't want to do, which is printing and all the papers. I'm gonna start on bee binders first. This is something that my team did my first year, and we also had agendas which could go inside the bee binders, so it was really nice. We don't do agendas here. We're a no homework school, which is wonderful. But bee binders I really like because they are so much more durable than just a folder. I do have these folders. I get yellow ones because it goes with the whole bee binder theme. But if I just sent this home, it would get pretty banged up. And they do make like those plasticky folders that end up being fine, but I like that I can also store other things in the bee binder. You could put a little pencil pouch. Kids can take home books or fluency passages. It's just really convenient, and it's what I've done, so I continue to do. So I'll label each side of our folder, keep at home, little beehive for like your home base, and then return to school. And I did create a whole product for you on Teachers Pay Teachers years ago, and it's the same one that I use now. So I'll show you everything else, but here's briefly just so you can see what I put in there for the kids, and if you get the product you can see that too. It's a short sheet explaining it, and class information about sight words, because it's a really big deal in first grade, and I kind of explain to them how we go about teaching sight words. I even explain our secret stories in the binder for parents. So here's an example of sight words. You could have a tab where you could put fluency passages for the kids, and I want to be better about that this year. I was really good at it when I taught my kinder first grade combo, but then this year I wasn't as good about it. I kind of just randomly sent them home. But anyways, this is what the cover of the bee binder looks like. So you would just edit the student's name, or you could even write the student's name. I think that I start bee binders the first week of school, like they get it that first week, and then every single day I check their bee binder at the door. So if there's like a note from a parent or something else that I need to see, I ask them to put it in the bee binder where I can open it and see it very easily. But I only send homework on Fridays, so expectation isn't for parents to be using the bee binder every night. It just has some resources if they wanted them to, and a way for me to get things home if I needed to. But Friday is the day that all their work goes home. So that's just a little overview on bee binders. So I'm going to edit some names. I do have my class list. The school that I'm at now is very different from schools that I've had experiences with in the past, because we got our class list forever ago. It's been tweaked a little bit here and there. Or I had 25 this year. I'm hoping for less though, just because I'll love any kid that walks through that door. But the less kids in here, the easier it is and the more they can learn. And looking at class lists I'm going into year 5 of teaching. But it's so exciting. It feels like a brand new chapter. I've already met some of these kids on here, and I can already put a name to a face for some of these kids. And it's just really exciting, and I hope I never lose that feeling of excitement seeing my class list. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to teach kids. So these are the kids. Okay, names are typed up. I was going to do my center folders, my poetry folders, my writing journals, but I give my students numbers every year. Again, this is just like, for example, every year I don't have to make a new tag for a student. I've had these same labels in my classroom for 5 years now. But student numbers are a really easy way for me to just reuse things year after year after year. My mailbox system, which I'll show you in case you are new and you want to see. So before work goes into the students' bee binders, if I just have work from them throughout the week, I just file it away in here. So I don't want to redo that every year, obviously. I give every student a number, and it is mostly based on the order of my roster. So if your last name starts with an A, you're going to be up there like number 1, number 2. Okay, everything is printed. Crazy how long it takes just to run things through the printer. We're going to put stickers inside of our yellow folders. Oh, these printed wrong. I forgot to click actual size when I was printing these labels, because it sometimes will shrink things automatically if you don't select it, and now the labels are perfect. Beautiful. Love. Much better. I'm going to put a folder in each binder, and then on the back pocket I'm going to slide in my first grade goals. I do have front covers made with my students' names, but I'll pop those in later. Okay, hold on a minute. Didn't have this issue last year, but this one's it's like this is in the way, so I might do a little chop at the corner. It's already rubbing here, so I'll just do a test one. Let's see. So I think why this is happening is because these are the 1/2 inch binders and not the 1 inch binders, because the 1 inch binders that I had last year I never really had a problem with. This year when the school was ordering it, I said go ahead and order the 1/2 inch binders, like it's fine, I don't need a whole inch space. But I guess when you stick a folder in, but this is fine. I mean, that's a very simple fix. So I'm just gonna chop all the corners of my folders. Oh my gosh. Funny thing about me, let me know if you're the same, but I really enjoy doing repetitive tasks. like this. I always have. Okay, that step is done. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, something else that I do is write their student number on the spine. A little bit of Sharpie, a little bit of tape. Oh, I need to move the coffee paper. Coffee paper. I need coffee. Okay, next thing that I want to do is kind of clean. Tip I have. If you are buying anchor chart paper, you ordered it online, and it comes in one of these little cardboard sleeves, save it because it's the perfect size to save any anchor charts that you want. Chop mine open just so I can open it and kind of close it, and then I can put all my anchor charts that I wanted to save in there. I've also always stored my anchor chart paper beside my filing cabinet because it's the best little spot for it. I have to put away these into my read aloud bins. They were left over from the school year. Next thing I would like to do is kind of go over the bags that I had labeled with Sharpie. So they're a little bit faded, but they lasted all year. These are bags that students keep in their book bins back there in the cubbies, you know, the ones that are like these. And this is where they store their independent reading books. So I just want to go over the numbers on them. Actually, I should get a bigger Sharpie. Coworker came through. So these little pouches are just the pouches I have them bring to the carpet whenever we're doing poetry. They had a highlighter and they had a pen and a pencil in here for times we were using it at the carpet, so that's why I have these little bags. These I really liked this year. If a student didn't know how to spell something, I would have them try it and I would write it in the book, and sometimes I would just write it in the book for them and I would draw them like a little picture to help remember. So in a way it's kind of like their own little personal dictionary, but we read the book, the word collector, and then they get these. So all of this stuff actually doesn't start out in their book bins. I give it to them, most of it I give to them slowly. I actually can't remember what I put in to start last year, but the idea is you introduce it and then they get it. I do only have 22 of these. These are left over from the pack that I bought this year, or maybe someone donated them to me, but they come in a huge pack on Amazon. I should have most of the things that you'll see me use in my classroom linked in my Amazon storefront. If you've never clicked on my Amazon link, everything is separated. I kind of want to go through and make even more categories, but now they actually let you search. So if you click on my storefront, you can type in what you're looking for, so journal or book, whatever you need, and it'll automatically find it for you in my store. So that's a handy dandy little tip. Last but not least, I'm gonna put everybody's number on these bracelets, and inside, this is just for our AR system at our school. I give them bracelets so that they know which book bin they're supposed to be pulling from for that, which I do still let them choose whatever books they want when we have our normal library time, but AR is one of those like non-negotiables at my school, so I give them these little bracelets and they twist open like so. So whatever they're working on, I slip a little paper inside and their number is on here. But the Sharpie kind of rubs off, so I put it on the inside. Not as neat, but secretaries are leaving at 4. And they'll probably want to set the alarms. I mean, they won't set it if we're in the building, but I also don't want to set the alarm by myself anymore. So I was really productive today. I will see you again. Most of my room is set up. I do have a lot of prep that I need to do. I'm going to film a like meet the teacher type prep video where I prep all of that stuff with you. But I think that's all I'm going to share with you in the video here. Oh, I did want to show you, I did mention, I think in this video, I mentioned plant lights. And so the same ones I have at home, I've talked about them before. But for this plant that's in the corner over here, I have one, and there's different kinds. There's some that have a base so it'll stand up, but this one kind of stakes into the plant soil and it will extend. And you can set it on a timer, which is what I do with all my plants at home. And you could have different lights for it. So I'm just going to stick it in the soil in the back, and you can aim it down. So as it grows, this I'm going to let kind of vine up the wall. This only goes so high, but we can worry about that when the time comes. I need to organize these book buddies. I will leave. There's a couple of things to do. That looks much better. Okay. And then the other one I wanted to put by my peace lily. Kind of weird to have the light up front, but I gotta go though. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love doing these videos. It's definitely a lot less this year than normal, but I can put my time and energy into other things. So hopefully you had fun just hanging out with me. I'm really excited for the new school year, but let me know how you feel in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video. If you are new, check out some of my older videos. I have so many playlists for you, so many classroom setup vlogs for you, and I always have fun doing it. Make sure you subscribe and join the family down below so you can see all the new content I have planned for you this year. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.